it is very important to the fact that the business itself, it's 1% talent and 99% business. And I think a lot of entertainers let that get over the head. Yes, you go into the booth, you create the work, but can you manage the business side of it? I don't think a lot of them can.
My name is Koymoy Palmer, called Purple occasionally. I grew up in a community called New Haven. That's in the Duhaney Park area, Kingston 20. School I attended for primary to Georgia the primary. Then I moved on to St. Joseph's High School. That's a private high school there in the Crossroads area. I left St. Joseph and then I went to JIX to further my education after which. I currently work at Laidley Productions where I'm the manager there in office where we do artist management, visa applications, road tours. My artist management company, that's Purple Production, is the subs company under Laidley Productions at the moment. Previous work areas. All right, so I've dabbled in a lot of areas. My first love out of high school was the medical field. I always wanted to become a neurosurgeon. Wow. I'm nowhere near that right now. But that was always the aim. I went and I did phlebotomy at JIX, where I have done, let's say, 2 years in the field of phlebotomy. Then I realized, hey, do I really want to do medical in Jamaica? I mean, it wasn't working out economically. So I had to put that on a hold. I then went on to do other stuff for myself where I've done, I started a t-shirt line called 39. The symbol is actually 309. So I did it that way to play on persons' mind to say, hey, this is 309. But if you stop and think about it, there's no explanation, or let me not say explanation, but there's a lot of explanations when it comes on to mathematics. And I wanted to play on the human mind by calling my t-shirt line 39 with the symbol 309. So I went ahead and I did that for myself. I also started makeup. So I'm a makeup artist. I did makeup for, let's say, roughly 5 years, where I transitioned into special effects. So special effects is like the cuts and the gunshot wounds you'll see in videos. Yeah, I did a couple of those. I think I would say one of my favorite I've done is for a music video with Javilani. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like that work. I like working on that one.
So you park all of that now when you're over into artist
Yeah,
management.
I parked all of that to be here.
Describe your role as an artist manager and how you're enjoying this journey, this new found love
Alright.
for this career.
Alright, to describe my role, let me tell you where it started first. So my role started under the label Primetime Music. I can safely say that any conversation I can hold on my own is because of the management and head of Primetime Music. So that's where I got all my introduction into music. Then I left from, well, not left, but I then had, let's say I encountered two mentors, Mr. Thaddeus Laidley and Mr. Alfred Reed, who then took me under their wing where artist management is concerned. Mr. Laidley, he managed George Noakes and Gregory Isaac, and Mr. Alfred Reed was the manager for Jimmy Cliff.
Okay.
So I had, let's say I have all my management training with them now, and I can say my journey is perfectly fine. I'm glad, I'm happy I actually found this journey, and I see where I really do fit in, and it's working for me.
I love that. So what do you do as it relates to an artist management or an artist manager?
All right, so now I'm in the department of doing visa applications and work permits for entertainers, where I've worked with a number of persons. To name a few, I've worked with Beanie Man, I've worked with Massacre, I've worked with Kraft, I've worked with Pablo YG, Baker. The list goes on.
Yeah.
Richie Stevens, Hugo Barrington, Josie Whale, where work permit is concerned for those entertainers.
Oh, okay, okay. But as it relates to up and coming artists and so for what?
All right, so for up and coming artists, under the label Primetime Music again, we have been working with Swaz, we have been working with Process One, we have been working with an artist called J Bad. We have a number of you. There's quite a lot that we try to get off the ground floor now, and put them out there in entertainment to make sure that they have what they deserve in the entertainment business.
I love that. How important would you say it is for artists to have this kind of service provided by yourself?
I would say it is very important to the fact that the business itself, it's 1% talent and 99% business. And I think a lot of entertainers let that get over their head. Yes, you go into the booth, you create the work, but can you manage the business side of it? I don't think a lot of them can. A lot of persons, well, kudos to the persons who can actually switch hats, like Mr. Taurus Riley. He switched hats well. But I am saying that to say you can't do everything. You can't do everything, and there's a lot to learn from the business side of music, and you would need somebody to structure your business, because when you're busy with making the music, you would need someone to say, hey, this is how she go about taking bookings, this is how we go about formulating contracts. I want this percentage from my work. If the track is going to be featured in a movie, how do you go about signing those papers, making sure that you get what you deserve from those deals, basically. And I don't think artists has the knowledge, or they don't make themselves knowledgeable to the business side of the music.
Okay, that's really important.
It is, because that's where your money lies. And if you can't manage your money, then, I mean, you're really not making anything.
Or you don't even know what you're making.
Yes.
For that matter.
Yeah.
All right, so what would be, knowing that this is mainly a male-dominated field in a sense, because you mostly have male managers and stuff like that, what would be your advice to females who want to venture into this career as an artist manager?
Wow. All right. So to females who want to do managing, it is a very, very thin line that you have to cross, and you have to keep up to your morals and standards. You have to value yourself first, because in this industry where, I mean, unfortunately, let's just say it becomes sexual sometimes, where persons feel as though, hey, all right, we say you want a song, come check me. And the come check me is not to talk about business. The come check me is either for all a vibe to see what they can get outside of. And it's really sad, because there are females out there who are great managers who basically just want to make you make money. Like, let's just make money. But I think, let's say male ego.
We'd still encourage them to go for it if they have
They do. I think they should separate females. If you want it, just go for it. I mean, it's there. It's for them to know how to separate and say, hey, I'm here to do business, and this is all I'm here for, to make you money.
So the thin line would be between your morals and the business aspect.
Yes, it would be. It would be. My biggest accomplishment is when those work permits granted. To celebrate that as my accomplishment as well. And I can use an example of, I think it's Beanie Man. Yeah, Beanie Man hadn't had a Canadian visa for like 5 years. I think he was banned for like 5 years. And after doing that application and sending that through and say the king of dancer get back him thing, then who wouldn't celebrate that? Who wouldn't? So basically, their accomplishment is mine, and I hold it dearly to my heart.
I love that. So you're not helping get back in the US?
If them find the office, them know for come.
All right, that's great. That's great. As you look to the future now, what are the main aspirations you wish to fulfill as it relates to maybe not just musical side of it, but like humanitarian and so forth?
All right. I think my ultimate goal, to be honest, my ultimate goal is to uh, start a charity company, you know, develop something to give back. Because the more you give, the more you receive. And I really do believe in that. I think my grandmother is to be blamed for that. But yeah, giving back. So I would want to have a company that gives back in entertainment, that is. So let's say, I think, all right, I had this idea. Let me just share a little idea of something that I want to get off the ground floor. So I would like for young entertainers, young artists in Jamaica to come together so we can at least formulate a group where we can take on Europe. I mean, Europe is yearning for reggae and dancehall music. It's just how to get around there. And I don't think a lot of them have the resources or know how to. And I would actually want to start an empire where that is concerned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, as you touch on the topic of young and aspiring artists who are out there now seeking a manager or hoping to switch if they do have one now,
Yeah.
how would they reach you and how your contact information and stuff like that?
All right, so you can basically reach me on my Instagram page or uh, an email address. So the Instagram page is premium_purple, and the email address is purple.bookings@gmail.com.